Origins of Ezekiel Stane. The son of Tony Stark's late business rival and archenemy Obadiah Stane. Ezekiel is the megalomaniac son of the late Obadiah Stane, also known as Ironmonger. He shares similarities with Tony Stark/Iron Man, but he is younger, more intelligent and much more ruthless. He is described as a kind of sociopathic futurist, an opportunistic supervillain who exploits the modern corporate-run, greed-driven society to further his own ends. Ezekiel seeks revenge against Tony Stark for his father's death. In his plans for revenge against Tony Stark, Ezekiel manipulated forces to try and discredit and destroy the Order, Tony's newest super team, but failed to accomplish this. Failing that, Stane turned his sights on Stark himself and engages him for the first time in battle. Upgrading body. Stane claims to have completely abandoned the idea of using armor as a source of special powers. Instead, he uses his special technology called bio-upgrades. Upgrading the human body itself, he has turned over most of his body's heat and bioelectricity to power special repulsor ray protectors built into his hands, allowing him to fire blasts of energy and charged particles from his fingertips, basically an organic analog to Iron Man's energy weapons. He also has gradually turned himself into a superhuman cyborg, gaining a superhuman regenerative power and enhanced strength, allowing him to deal with Iron Man on a one-on-one basis, though he still requires a suit for extra protection as seen when he fought Iron Man during the Five Nightmares storyline. This isn't exactly armor, but a uniform used to protect his body from the heat he produces when converting his heat signatures into energy. Also, he was eventually defeated, despite coming arguably closer than his father did to succeeding in destroying Tony Stark. After defeating Ezekiel, Stark rubs salt on Stane's wound by saying Ezekiel's father, Obadiah, was smarter than Ezekiel and harder to beat. Although Tony only said this to hurt Ezekiel, as Tony admits to himself that Ezekiel was right about him being the future. Abilities. Genius-level intellect, cybernetically augmented body. Healing factor. Repulsor ray implants.